Fair use, fair use, fair use. I'm using this video for educational purposes only. Fair use, fair use, fair use. I'm using this video for educational purposes only. This video belongs to Just Mom's Strength. Fair use, fair use, fair use.
I'm saying this as a white woman to black and brown parents. Do not allow your children around white people right now. I don't know what the fuck is happening, and I'm a white woman saying this. Your children are not loved by every white person. There might be one friend in that entire group who accepts your black or brown child, but the rest of them secretly are fucking seething with hate. What do you mean these three little girls didn't even give a fuck that they were being recorded? They were being recorded and they were comfortable saying, I will unalive this bitch, okay? There is no consequence to white people right now. None for anything that they're fucking doing. They can get away with murder quite literally. We see this right now. And you're still allowing your children to go to some white little girl's fucking house. You don't think her parent is going to be standing right behind her 10 toes down? My daughter would never. She was friends with this black child. She would, yeah, the fuck she would. Look at what they're doing behind closed doors. I hate to fucking say this, look at me, but I don't send your children to white people's fucking homes. I'm saying.
All right, what's good, family? Shalom to the hopeful elect out there. Giving all praise, Yahawah, Shah. It's the book of Genesis right here, chapter 4. I'm going to start right here at the top, verse 1. And Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from the Lord. And she began bear his brother Abel, and Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. And in process of time, it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Lord Yahawah Shah. Verse 4, and Abel, he also brought the firstlings of his flock and of the fat thereof. And the Lord had respect unto Abel and to his offering. But unto Cain and to his offering, he had no respect. He had not respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. And the Lord said unto Cain, why art thou wroth, and why is thy countenance fallen? If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted? And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door, and unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. Verse 8, and Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him. And the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? And he said, what hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. When thou tillest the ground, it should not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth. And Cain said unto the Lord Yahawah Shah, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Verse 14, behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that every one that findeth me shall slay me. And the Lord said unto him, therefore whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him shall kill him. And Cain went out from the presence of the Lord, and dwelt in the land of Nod on the east of Edom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahawah Shah. And I'll say shalom to your hopeful elect brothers out there that scattered across to the four corners of the earth, that's preaching and trucking every single day to the spirit and power of Yahawah Shah, trying to get this word out. Shalom to you brothers out there that scattered across to the four corners of the earth doing this work. And I'm going to title this one right here. Esau has been the enemy the entire time, and everybody is going to take responsibility for their actions. Esau has been the enemy the entire time, and everybody's going to take responsibility for their actions. This includes me. Esau's going to take responsibility. 2/3 going to take responsibility. The hopeful elect is going to take responsibility. This includes me. Everybody is. And y'all heard this Edomite woman in this video. Y'all heard her talking about how it was 3 Edomite girls. They was in there recording, some black girl, and, they was in there threatening her. I didn't watch the actual video, but basically we all know that there's Israelites going missing. We all know that. There are Israelites going missing, but basically they'll threaten to, pretty much harm her. And she had mentioned, how they wanted to, like I was saying, basically like, harm her. But, anyways, this Edomite here was basically saying, how Edomites, they could get away with whatever. They don't take responsibility for their actions. And that's why I had mentioned, that everybody's going to take responsibility for their actions, and knows how she was saying here too, not to be around, Edomites, because look at the climate outside. Look at them. They all bugged out. They bugged out because they're not getting their way in anymore. I've already made a video on this. They ain't getting their way in anymore. Things ain't going well for them. They just used to just being happy. But you got to understand the mindset of the Edomite. We have to understand how these people operate. See, Esau studies Israelites, and we should be studying Edomites. See, one thing about Edomites, they don't love truth. And another thing that Edomites don't like is reincarnation. And they fear that because these devils don't believe that they're going to pay for their actions, but they're going to pay for it. Because the book of Revelation says, he that leads into captivity shall go into captivity, and he that kills with the sword shall be killed with the sword. Here's the patience of the faith of the saints. Yahawah is a power of balance. And see, these devils, they have their Caesar Borgia set up. They just believe, oh yeah, I could do whatever, God loves, everybody, and I could do all this, and he's going to forgive me at the very, very end, at the very last second. They don't worship the actual God of the Bible. You know why? Because they are not the people of Yahawah. These people have been playing us for a long time. They have been playing, and they want to be the Israelites so bad, but they are not the chosen people. The chosen people are not leprous people. You cannot hide in Egypt, Esau, being your skin tone, leprosy, behind brown-skinned people. So you in there hiding from, Hira, you in there hiding from people, and you're going to be leprous looking like that, so-called red, white people. You're going to hide behind brown people, and Hira can't find you. Man, you're going to be so noticeable. So guess what? That means that Yahawah wasn't leprous, because it said that Yahawah hid in Egypt and he mixed himself to go and hide. So the people of that day, they were brown skinned. They were dark skinned. They were brown skinned. So that means that Yahawah had to be brown skinned like them. And scripture even mentions Yahawah having feet like fine brass. And what color is brass? Brown skin. I don't want to get off subject though, but just look at the climate that we are in. Yahawah, he is revealing and he's showing how Esau operates. He's showing how these devils really feel about you Israelites, and they have a perpetual hatred for you, man. I'm gonna play this video again because I'm gonna start reading more scriptures. So I'm gonna play it once again.
This is a white woman to black and brown parents. Do not allow your children around white people right now. I don't know what the fuck is happening, and I'm a white woman saying this. Your children are not loved by every white person. There might be one friend in that entire group who accepts your black or brown child, but the rest of them secretly are fucking seething with hate. What do you mean?
And she is right, because y'all be going around, because they be going around, your child is so beautiful. Oh yeah, I just, love them and stuff. Esau does that because Esau crafty. I just love people. I just love anybody. No, you don't. You don't love nobody. Because Esau, if you actually love people, you wouldn't be out here slaughtering people. If you love people, you wouldn't have slaughtered the chosen. You wouldn't have slaughtered our ancestors, man. You would not have slaughtered the ancestors, which are the Israelites. And if you love people, you would not have a perpetual hatred towards the children of Israel. And I'm going to read this scripture here. I'm going to keep reading it. This is Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Yes, we are your biblical brother. You are a Hebrew Edomite. But guess what? You have a perpetual hatred. You don't like us. And she is right. This Edomite is telling you 2/3 the truth. These Edomites, you be taking them, to the school and stuff. They be like, oh, I just love your child. Oh, I just want to love. No, they don't feel like that. Probably like 1% or 2% actually care. But, I've always been saying in, videos, that 98 to 99% of these Edomites don't like you because, yeah, it is true. I mean, we're going to have speckled bird, Israelites that look like, Edomites that look like, other nations, but most of these Edomites, I want to say at least 98, 97 to 98, they all Edomites, man. They don't like us. Yeah. And then you're going to have black Edomites too, because, all of us ain't Jake, Yeah, you're going to have brothers that be looking like hardcore brothers, and they're, oh yeah, brother. Everybody ain't your brother, man. It's all about bloodline. Bloodline. Yep. Right here. That's why it says, has shed the blood of the children of Israel, because these people studied us, and they knew who was Israelites. Just like Yahawah shed his blood. Yeah. It's been about the blood the entire time, man. And these heathens are going to be pursued by what? By blood. Because you destroyed the children of Israel. You destroyed the royal people of Yahawah, and you're still doing it to this very, very day. You Edomites don't like us, and the Lord is revealing that every single day, because you don't like us. Here, I'm gonna continue with this video here.
These three little girls didn't even give a fuck that they were being recorded.
Yep.
They were being recorded, and they were comfortable saying, "I will unalive this bitch." Okay, there is no consequence to.
Now, I didn't watch the actual video, but like I said, there's Israelites going missing. These Israelites are all of a sudden getting harmed. Every day we always hearing about Israelites getting harmed, but these people love us, right? 2/3, you love these people. You want them in the kingdom, right? And that's why you 2/3 are gonna be gone. You love your oppressor too much. You love them too much, man. These people don't like you.
White people right now, none, for anything that they're fucking doing. They can get away with murder quite literally. We see this right now. And you're still allowing your children to go to some white little girl's fucking house. You don't think her parent is going to be standing right behind her 10 toes down? My daughter would never. She was friends with this black child. She would, yeah, the fuck she would. Look at what they're doing behind closed doors.
See? And she telling you the truth. Did you 2/3 not hear that? You still allowing your child to go to these Edomites' house. She is a Edomite. She's telling you. She's telling you. She sees it all. She knows that these people don't like you. She's telling you. She's telling you that. They're talking about you. They be plotting on you. They be doing all kind of wicked stuff, man. Oh, my child wouldn't go out there and do that. Oh yeah, and this, da. She wouldn't go out there and say that. Yeah, they would. I'm gonna pull it back again.
You don't think her parent is gonna be standing right behind her 10 toes down? My daughter would never. She was friends with this black child. She would, yeah, the fuck she would. Look at what they're doing behind closed doors.
And then she even mentioned too, that these people, they can get away with murder pretty much. Yeah, because scripture says, that these people will not take responsibility for their actions. Yeah, they will consider themselves not guilty. I forgot what book that was in, but yeah, that these people will not consider themselves not guilty, because this system, this captivity is set up. This kingdom was set up for Esau to go thrive. This system is set up for Esau. Yeah. And the system isn't meant to go and help Israelites. It's against Israelites. That's why it's called our captivity. That's why Yahawah said that no man shall buy you out. So Martin Luther King couldn't buy us out. And what's his name? Malcolm X couldn't. Barack Obama, y'all are talking about, oh yeah, Barack Obama. He could buy us out, and look at him. He over there pushing this fucking alphabet shit, this fucking faggot demon shit, man. Pushing like that gay shit. Yeah. But this is Esau's kingdom. Esau is going to help Esau. Esau's not going to help Jake. We catching it from all angles, man. And you 2/3, you can't see. Woe to him, Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 12. Woe to him that builds a town with blood and establish a city by iniquity. And these people still doing it to this very, very day, man. They're just shedding blood. They don't care because that's what these people are about. They're about war. His words were smooth like butter. But war was what? In his heart. War. War. He's smooth. Esau smooth. He's smooth talking. Esau always been smooth talking. Esau still do it. Smooth talk Jay, and you 2/3, you still fall for it. Oh yeah, they just love people. They don't love nobody. Esau don't even love himself. Esau don't even want to go rule. Esau hate himself. Man, you 2/3, man, you're gonna have to learn the hard way. You 2/3 gonna have to learn the hard way. This Edomite woman here, she's telling you straight up. She's telling you straight up how they are behind closed doors. She's telling you how these people feel about Israelites. She's telling you like a small percentage of them, just a tiny, but they're probably Israelite foreigners, that 2%. But these Edomites, they don't like you. They just don't. She's talking about the actual Edomites, but the ones that she's talking about that actually care, like I said, they're probably Israelite foreigners. Right here, I'm going to read Malachi chapter 1, verse 4. I'm going to finish it off here. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. Yeah. And these people building like everything good. They still out here building houses, building condos, and just building. Trying to open up more, more restaurants and stuff, and open up more, coin laundries and stuff. They just building. These people think that they ain't gonna be taken down. Esau is the border of wickedness. They just full of pride, man. They're just prideful people. These people are not fully human. They're not. They have reptile in them. If you look up pictures online, these people, they come from a heritage where they grow tails. These people are little reptiles, man. They're not human. That's why they act the way that they act. That's why they act the way that they act, man. Because they are not humans. But, hey, she's telling you the truth, man. Esau is telling you the truth. Here, I'm going to finish this video here. Hold up one second. I'm going to pull it back just a little more so that you 2/3 can just listen to it.
Consequence to white people right now. None for anything that they're fucking doing. They can get away with murder. And they were comfortable saying, I will unalive this bitch, okay? There is no consequence to white people right now. None for anything that they're fucking doing. They can get away with murder quite literally. We see this right now.
And see, that's one thing about Esau. They don't like taking responsibility. Because you bring up truth, guess what? They get angry. That stuff hurts them. That's why I said you got to learn how to study your own enemy. Esau hates truth. He hates reincarnation. That scares him. Because Esau knows he ain't the chosen. We all know that. He knows that. He knows he has no heritage. He has no culture. This goes all the way back to the book of Genesis. These people know that they're going to be destroyed by Yahawah. They all know. And don't think that these Edomites don't know that something is going to fucking happen and something bad is going to happen. And it's going to be terrible. They all feel it. And it's pretty much here. It's here. But we got to see it in the actual physical. Hey, right now, Esau, the higher levels, they're just trying to get everything ready. Everything's ready. It's just a matter of when they're going to cut these lights off. Because once they cut it off, once they get rid of all the food, all the water, and the famine come, it's on. It's going to be the time of these damn Edomites and the destruction of you 2/3, man. They ain't want to take heed to the words of Yahawah Shah.
And you're still allowing your children to go to some white little girl's fucking house.
Yep.
You don't think her parent is going to be standing right behind her 10 toes down? My daughter would never. She was friends with this black child. She would, yeah, the fuck she would. Look at what they're doing behind closed doors. I hate to fucking say this, look at me, but I don't send your children to white people's fucking homes.
See? And she even said, don't be sending your children to Edomite homes. Why? Because she knows how these people get down. 2/3, she's telling you. Don't be sending your children over there. Do not trust them. What does scripture say? Trust not thine enemy. Trust not thine enemy. She's telling you that. I wouldn't be sending my kids over if I had kids. Hell no. Especially with the climate. Oh no. These people bugged out. These people got war inside their mind. They losing their mind. They're trying to be crafty with it, but they losing their fucking mind. Because they know that they going down. They going down now. They getting their ass whooped. They going at it with each other. And we see the videos online. They going at it. They bugged out, crashing out, screaming, because they can't get their way anymore. Because they demons. Esau has always been the enemy. And everybody's going to take responsibility for their actions. Esau 2/3, the hopeful elect, including me. Giving all praise, Yahawah Shah. And I'll be coming to you guys with another audio clip soon. Peace.